exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is the first time we're doing a movie of the week.
And I am saying,
welcome.
We are not doing movie of the week. We are doing a new show that's beyond movie of the week. It's Swiss Army Man, the movie review
of the week.
Of the week.
Of the week, yes.
Might be our only show.
New series.
But we'll see if you guys like it. We'll do Swiss Army Man every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam Slade and I watched it today.
It was really romantic.
It was.
We made out a little.
It was my suggestion, and which you guys picked because Brian went on about it. He saw it first, and it was Brian that had suggested it to me, which is funny because Brian, this whole year he's been seeing a bunch of movies within the last couple of years that have come out. He's like, Kevin, you got to see this. You got to see The Lobster. You got to see Anomalisa, and all of which are very Brian movies. They're all very weird. They're all very depressing. They're all very unique, and all awesome. And so he did not have to suggest Swiss Army Man. I was already on it. I was like, movie about a guy that finds a corpse that's farting for literally the entire movie. I'm like, I cannot wait.
Alec didn't even know it was Daniel Radcliffe.
I didn't know it was Daniel Radcliffe. Really? I didn't know that Eli was in it.
Can I say, probably the best part of that movie is Daniel Radcliffe's face.
His facial expressions are so on point.
They are
amazing. So I saw it, and I knew actually from the opening scene. I'm like, okay, so this guy's gonna kill himself. And then Daniel Radcliffe's body washes up on shore.
One of the things I love about that scene is that he would have failed at killing himself anyway.
That's what we said. We were watching. It was like, well, it wouldn't have worked either way then.
Yeah, like he still failed at killing himself either way.
And he almost did right when he wanted to live. Just so fucking... Like, just that opening scene is so... It gets you ready for the rest of the movie. You're like, that was really weird.
One of the things I think I really liked about the movie is the whole time you're questioning how much of it is in his head and how much of it isn't.
Time.
And then at the end, it
never
kind of
answers.
Well, it kind of confirms that at least the farting power was real because they got it on camera.
Yeah, and they're all like, what is going on?
Yeah, and they're all like, all of their faces are like, oh my god, is that really happening?
Well, like...
And I mean, obviously... The farting kind of works. Yeah.
He was kind of sharing his own personal life with Daniel Radcliffe. Like he was projecting what his, like, Daniel Radcliffe stuff, but it was all his stuff, like his dad and all that.
Yeah.
So that was a bit, like, I thought that was what was happening, but at the end I thought it was also not happening. Like, I was like, wait, whose dad is that?
What I kind of said, just now talking about it, what I kind of think might be an answer... So I think all of the stuff in the beginning on the island was metaphorical. I don't think he was ever actually on the island. Because if you look at the sets of the location, he's on like a tropical island, and then, you know, he rides Daniel Radcliffe's farting body to like Northern California.
That is the opening scene of the movie.
Also,
it's a great opening scene.
Also, towards the end of the movie, you realize that he's like 50 feet from...
Yeah, he's not that far.
Yeah, like he's really close to civilization.
We kept saying the whole time, we were like, he's not trying that hard to get there. Like, I bet you he'd get there in a day. Get back to civilization.
I kind of have this theory working up that he was never on that island in the beginning. He just, you know, something happened. Maybe he did try to kill himself, and he just couldn't. And then he came across the body.
It's possible.
But then that still doesn't really hold up with the farting at the end.
The farting actually happened.
Yeah.
Well, see, what I love about the ending so much, and I've thought about this a lot. This is probably what I've thought about the most. Because I'm like, okay, so at the end, Daniel Radcliffe stops saying something when other people show up, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
I know what that means. That means Wilfred.
Fun fact, Kevin, the whole time, I was like, this movie's just Wilfred. Because the ending has almost the exact same, it starts going towards the exact same thing Wilfred does, but then they confirm that other people see the farts.
Yeah, and then...
Which Wilfred doesn't do.
And then, so the whole time I was like, this is really depressing.
Yeah.
He was just talking to a body this whole time. He's crazy.
He was dancing with it.
He's dancing with it. He made out with it. Like, he is nuts.
Yeah, he's really crazy.
He's crazy, and then, at the very end... And you're like, was that Paul
I
Dano?
love how...
And you're like, oh, that'd be really funny if it was just Paul Dano. He's the one that's been farting this whole time. And then, nope, it was Daniel Radcliffe.
Well, he farts once.
I love when he
he does.
when he farts, he's like, it was me, and he's like trying, like he gets all excited about it, like he's trying to tell Daniel Radcliffe.
Well, it was a metaphor for connection.
Yeah,
like it was like, it's like, why can't people just fart around each other?
Yeah,
Brian,
that
separates.
When they were having that whole discussion about why can't people just fart in front of each other, I was like,
Brian loves this movie.
Yeah, Brian loves it. There's a lot of moments like that. Like I think of the part where he was like, so what you're saying is you don't want to go back to the real world because no one loves you. And he's like, okay, no, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. I'm like, that is Brian talk right there. That is Clerks talk. Yeah. That is Shaun of the Dead talk. That is, well, you smell and real shit and I'm like, that's Brian.
Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe was also, like, despite having, like barely being a real character, he's really good in it.
He's
really, really good in it.
And Daniel Radcliffe, I don't know if I told you guys this or not, Daniel Radcliffe, it is his favorite movie he's ever been in.
Really? More than
I bet it was super fun to film.
Dude, sick,
2014?
No, I'm not even going to try. Anyway, the way each actor kind of got onto the script was really funny. Paul Dano, all he heard about it was the synopsis, the single sentence synopsis, and he said, I am in. He didn't read the script. He didn't know who he played. He just heard the synopsis. He's like, I'll do it. Daniel Radcliffe, when he became a part of it, he's like, so how's all this Swiss Army Man stuff going to happen? He's like, oh, we're going to have a dummy for this, dummy for that. And he's like, so I can't, you can't put me in there. And they're like, well, no, you might die. and so he really wanted to be a part of those scenes. So every time it is not Daniel Radcliffe, which a lot of the time, more than you think, it's actually Daniel Radcliffe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what I said.
Every time it isn't, he is throwing the dummy.
Huh. I've heard that, actually.
He's involved.
I forget where I heard that.
Every scene that Daniel Radcliffe's character is a part of, he is a part of. Which I thought was hilarious.
That's really cool.
and Brian told me this. He said, Kevin, there wasn't going to be any music originally. When the script was written, there was the director actually wanted absolutely no music, like nothing. He just wanted to be dismal, and it's just this guy talking to himself.
The music is half of what makes it.
Yeah. It really is. And so I don't know what changed his mind, and neither does Brian.
Is it just the two guys singing? Like, is it both of them?
Yeah, it's two guys.
No, but I mean, is it Daniel Radcliffe?
No. It's two other guys. But Daniel Radcliffe and Paul Dano do start some of the songs on the album, which I want to get that album. It's so good. They do many classics like da na 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 na.
That made me laugh because that's something Evan would do. Because Evan loves breaking out into the Jurassic Park theme.
I was roaring when that scene... Yeah. Like, honestly, the whole movie made me laugh, but when that scene happened, I actually had to go back and watch it again. I'm like, that was too short. I need to see it again. And
he just starts humming it, and he's like... Da,
na, na. And it's this whole dream sequence, and it's Paul Dano walking out into the bus dressed as a woman. And like, da, 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 da. And early movie's like, oh, it's like Jurassic Park. Oh, it is like Jurassic Park. And then
which is really funny because where they were looked like where they shot Jurassic Park 2.
Yeah,
the best Jurassic Park movie.
Clearly. It reminded me so much of even Jurassic Park 3. Of fame.
What was my favorite line in the movie? I forgot.
I don't know if it's my favorite line or not, but the line that I have consistently remembered in the movie. Because it was the most
His
jokey.
body is amazing. It has special powers. They look over and it's a crippled body on the dead on the ground.
I survived because of his amazing body. That's what he said.
But I love
his
the part.
dick was a compass.
But he was like, okay, so.
It was around that part where I was like, Alec, you may not believe this, but a lot of people walked out of Sundance when this movie was playing.
And I was like, at which part?
When?
I don't know when, but that was apparently a thing where like lots of people just was like, I'm not watching this movie.
No, a lot of people were like that.
They missed out.
So I love the part. It's earlier on in the movie. I'm pretty sure it's within the first 30 or 40 minutes maybe. And Daniel Radcliffe, he can't move or anything yet. He can just barely talk now. Like he's just got his ability to talk, and so he leans him up, he sits him up, and then he's like, okay, so how about this? I'm gonna put on this wig, I'm gonna walk in, and then you're gonna say my name, right? And you can remember the girl's name. He's like, okay, and he's like, okay, so he walks in, hi, you know me, right? What's my name? Laura. He gets all excited. He's like, Laura what? Dern. Oh, god damn it. Are you serious? I'm like, he's just thinking about Jurassic Park.
One of my favorite scenes. Another like
that is 3 payoffs to Jurassic Park.
Another kind of like obvious joke line was that I really liked was well, I'm gonna masturbate to your mom and think about your mom.
No, yeah, because he was meaning it as like to make him feel better. He's like, no. He's like, you can't. You're saying you can't masturbate and make yourself feel good because your mom caught you masturbating. It's okay. I'll masturbate to your mom. And he's like, no, you don't. That's not, no. Okay.
Masturbating makes you happy, right? Well, your mom would want you to be happy, so you should do it
for
her.
You should do it for her. That's okay. I can do it. Bring that picture back. That movie is so fucking funny.
It's super funny. It's so bizarre.
It's so...
That movie's unique.
There is no movie like Swiss Army Man. Ever.
Yeah, it was really good. I think it definitely would wiggle its way onto my top 10 for the year.
I think so, too.
I would have to relook at what mine was so I could kick something off.
Mine was like, yeah, it's going to be right up in my top 10. And then it sees Hacksaw Ridge at 10, and I'm like, I'll stay at 11 for now, but...
yeah, so
I'm going to fart my way through.
It's one of the things that I think I loved about it that was the thing that Brian sold, I think, all of us on, which is that it, at its core, it's a really depressing movie about a guy who is lost in the woods and severely depressed, and even in real life doesn't seem capable of handling his problems. But it's juxtaposed to fart jokes and dick jokes, which are really well done.
And they mean something.
Yeah.
And I told Sam Slade, that movie may be the most bizarre and unique blending of highbrow humor and lowbrow humor I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like, it is so fucking dumb, but it is so smart. Like,
it's really smartly done.
Like, it's like everything's really intentional about it.
It's like a really dumb puzzle that somebody really smart put together.
So do we want to give it space eggs, or do we not want to do space eggs?
Let's do space eggs.
Sure.
We can do space eggs.
We can do space eggs. It's not a review.
Yeah. So.
Well, this is the Swiss Army Man weekly review.
Weekly review of this week.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to say 9 out of 12 space eggs.
9 out of 12 space eggs, Samson?
Yeah, I'd say it's like a 8.5 or 9, definitely. Space eggs after space eggs.
Because initially it got an 8 out of me, but the more I'm thinking about it, it's on its way to being a 9.
I think I would give it 9.5.
Like I haven't found anything about it that I'm just like, oh, I don't like this. Like all of it I like. You know?
Yeah, it wasn't like Sing Street where
it's just digesting.
I like Sing Street a lot, but there were parts of it that I was like, it's okay. You know, so it didn't have that.
Okay, so you guys now being in my position, having seen Swiss Army Man, you understand where I'm like. You guys are watching. I just want to see that again. You know, seeing it again just will help digest.
Did you not see it again?
I wanted to. I ran out of time.
Oh man, we've almost been recording for 2 hours now.
Fuck, we should.
Well, this is all separate stuff.
Yeah, it's all separate.
So,
stuff.
are we doing another podcast? Does Sam Slade suggest a movie for next week?
Well, yeah, we have to have the weekly.
All right, well,
we have the weekly Swiss Army Man of next week.
Let's do that.
Okay, so Sing Street was gonna be on this, but Alex has seen it, so I was gonna be. So Kevin, just see Sing Street sometime.
Okay,
it's on Netflix. But yeah, 3 choices are Possession, which is that horror movie that me and Kevin keep talking about.
I almost suggested last week.
That is just
and
like
if I had suggested it, it would have been the movie because Sam Slade would have backed me up.
That movie is balls.
Sam
crazy.
Neill, youngest Sam Neill we've ever seen.
It's horrific. Like it understands horror more than most movies.
I didn't know what it was about 3/4 into the movie.
Yeah, it does not feel like a horror. Like it feels like a horror movie, but doesn't actually start being a horror movie till about an hour in. Mm-hmm. You know,
it's just
like, oh, I'm so uncomfortable. I do
not
want to watch
predict
this.
anything that happens in that movie. You can't because you don't know what's happening right now. It's kind of like Mulholland Drive, except there is actually a linear.
Yeah, no, it's much more simple.
It's like a linear Mulholland Drive, but it still has that weird stuff in it.
So that's like my alternate,
Possession.
since Sing Street isn't on there, is Superbad. That comes to Netflix this week.
Really?
I think. And you guys haven't seen Superbad. It's super good. Emma Stone's in it.
Superbad, super good.
It's really, really funny.
Yeah, I really want to see
I'm down to see it again. I kind of if it's the one this week, I'll probably watch it again.
So third?
Third is Edgar Wright's first movie.
I knew you were going to say a Fistful of Fingers.
Fistful of Fingers, which I didn't even know about till last night. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to watch that this week.
So that's funny. I researched that last night, but I had known about it.
Here's the thing.
I already got Uncle Mickey to get it for me.
I want to see Possession more. The more I hear about that, the more I just want to see it. But I think I am in more of an Edgar Wright mood, so I'm going to say Fistful of Fingers is my vote.
I knew Superbad wasn't going to get picked.
Well, that's a movie that people have been telling me to see that for years.
Superbad's really good.
Yeah. It just doesn't have the, appeal power that the other two have.
Possession is better. I'm going to tell you that right now. I haven't seen A Fistful of Fingers, but I've read an interview today of Edgar Wright talking about it. He's like, back when A Fistful of Fingers came out, I was really...
Oh, yeah, it could be terrible.
It's like...
But, I'm fine with that.
Now that I made 4, 5-ish, bigger budget movies, I was so fucking amateur. And it has a 6-something on IMDb.
It's a Western, though.
It's a Western comedy.
Yeah, Western comedy.
Yeah, so it just sounds interesting. All right,
I already got Uncle Mickey to get it for me.
What's your vote, Kevin?
For Christmas.
If you do Possession, it's a Sam Slade has to break the tie.
I have to flip a coin.
The button's over there, dude.
I love how Kevin knew exactly what I was going for. The tiebreaker button.
I'm gonna say Possession. Let's make
Put up.
Yeah. 3D Possession, 2D.
It's Fistful
of Fingers.
Oh,
Possession. Alright, so prepare to have nightmares and other stuff after seeing Possession.
But thank you guys for watching. This has been a different week for us. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. I don't know when this will actually be uploaded. No, what? All right, so I'm gonna end it. Thank you guys. Fuck.